Yo, what is going on? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Ross. These two guys who we're about to talk about real quick, you probably know Duke Dennis. I think this one's more popular than the other, but they're growing pretty big personal brands, and women gravitate to them. A lot of them, a lot of their videos, it's just women going crazy all the time. And that type of behavior, I'm gonna keep it honest with you. The physical is cool. Yeah, the guys look good, right? They take care of themselves, they look good. But what's going on with them when it comes to how they're pulling these women? This is energy, right? This is sexual energy. And I can prove it because I've heard both of them talk about energy, right? So check this clip out.
Y'all should stop doing it too. I know y'all be spanking y'all shit, bro. Like, I know y'all be beating y'all shit to sleep, bro. And that's cool, that's understandable, like. I understand that, bro. Like, I understand, bro. But y'all gotta chill, cause like, it's not healthy. It's not healthy.
This one right here clearly doesn't jerk off, right? He understands the benefits of retaining and not watching pornography and things of that nature. So his energy is clearly higher than the majority, right? The majority of men. Now, King over here, check this out.
Oh, facts. I feel like especially we have lower selves, right? So I feel like when you're following the route of your higher self, you want everybody around you to be on that same frequency. And I feel like it naturally happens anyway. Like, if you're on that frequency, everybody around you, if they're not on it, it's going to make them feel uncomfortable. Yeah, so I like it right where I'm at right now. You feel me? It's contagious. Somebody come around me, like, they gonna want to. You can't just look at somebody just on that frequency and just sit back and not do nothing about it, you know what I mean?
You can see that they both have some sort of understanding of energy, right? They both understand that frequency is important. They both understand the importance of not feeding the lower self. This manifests in how people, especially women, view them, right? Women are very energy sensitive, so they pick up on that stuff. This is a secret hidden in plain sight. The thing is, most guys know about it. Most guys have come across this type of stuff, but they don't have the will to master their lower selves. I'll be honest with you, most men are never going to master their animalistic self. This world, Earth, it's meant to give you numerous things. Everywhere you look, something's going to help you feed that root chakra, right? And they're always going to be pushing it at you. So good luck trying to, gain control over that part of you. And the men who do, well, you're seeing it, right? They're usually they're going to stand out. They're going to have that it factor. But when people talk about the it factor, it's sexual energy, right? These people have a sexual energy that makes everything that they do, everything that they say, it just hits different. So your eyes, so when you're looking at someone, right, and you've got a lot of sexual energy, you can transmit energy through just your eyes. And a lot of people, they like that energy, so they're gonna like looking at you, right? The sound of your voice, people are going to like what you say, or they're gonna like the sound of what you say. So you could be saying some cringy shit and people are they're still gonna like what's coming out of your mouth, right? Your actions, like your body language, the subtleties that you might not even be conscious about, but how you're acting, all that is different when you've got an abundance of sexual energy. So the it factor, right? Charisma, this is sexual energy, and any person can cultivate that energy, but most people are not going to go through that, right? Most people are not going to end up cultivating it. This world feeds the root chakra, right? So this world is going to encourage you to do things that feed your root, right? Your lower self. The secret is out, but people like that, like Duke, King, they're always going to be outliers, because they're doing something that the majority simply won't. What's funny with a lot of sex symbols, right? People who, have that it factor, right? The charisma, that sexual energy is on point. They don't really, I'm not gonna say they don't have sex, but they're very selective as to who they're giving their energy to, right? They're not out here nutting in every single female. People would sense that. And how quick people turn on you, especially in the day of the internet and, media, one energetic shift and all of a sudden people turn on you. So these guys aren't giving women all their energy all the time, right? It's they're dingling it, right? They're baiting them with it, right? They're putting it in front of their face, but they're not giving it to them. And that's something that I notice a lot of sex symbols do. So, you know, Marilyn Monroe, for example, we all know this, you know, older lady back in the 60s. Was it the 60s? I can't remember. If you really go and observe and study most sex symbols, they were very reclusive. Like, these are people who actually like being by themselves. Like, they like their alone time and things like that. So they weren't really out here giving people what it is that they want, which is their sexual energy. But they use that to their advantage, right? It made them more attractive, more magnetic. That's really what's going on. And again, this is something that you can cultivate in many different ways. Now, for women, it's just about, you know, not being a complete, you know, whore, right? Don't be out there, you know, taking in energy. You notice a lot of virgins, for example, like virgin women, they tend to have a very bright and magnetic aura about them, right? So what's given there? You know what I mean? What's the deal there? It's kind of obvious. And on the flip side, for men who are not releasing all the time, or at least releasing with low vibrational women, often they're going to have something different about them, right? They're going to have a certain aura around them. Both, you know, the man and the woman, their minds aren't going to be sexualized, which is a big part into how you're perceived, because you're not going to be horny at, you know, the most attractive woman that you've ever seen in your life, or the most attractive man you've ever seen in your life. When you see that individual, you're not gonna fold, right? Your mind's not sexualized. That person could be weird. So the first thing you're not gonna think is, oh, let's get into bed together. You know, once you start, you know, practicing some sort of sexual energy cultivation practice, for you to really be turned on by an individual, like their mind's gonna have to do something to you, right? Like if a woman's really attractive, but then she's just really stupid, or she just always says some dumb things, after a while of sexual cultivation, that's not going to cut it, right? The physical and just the fact that she's attractive, it's not going to cut it anymore. So you're going to want something more, and you're going to start prioritizing that, because again, there are plenty of attractive women physically. So you're going to be asking yourself, okay, I need someone who can stimulate me mentally or emotionally first, or spiritually, right? The secret is right there. It's in broad daylight. Unfortunately, a lot of people are just not going to ever experience this because they have no control over themselves. They can't help but feed their lower selves. So it is what it is. If you have any questions, you guys can go ahead and click my Discord link in my description. I'm gonna be on there. You know, you guys can DM me. That's why I made the whole server, so you guys have access to me. Get over there, DM me. You guys can talk to me about whatever. You guys can DM me about whatever. I don't care. I'm an open book, and we'll take it from there. Until next time.